දසන කාන්ති චූර්ණය සහිත ලීවර් ආයුෂ් දන්තාලේපය දත්වල ඇති ප්‍රශ්න 10ක් වළකයි.
After the year of waiting in queues for days and protesting in various occupied places, our sufferings have been eased to some extent, and we have reached an era where our peace of mind is much settled. Inflation could be controlled to some extent due to the measures that we took in the recent past. Similarly, the rupee is strengthening. We expect to sustain these developments. I am confident that by moving along in the same path, we will be able to stabilize the economy within the next year. But we cannot be satisfied with that. We must start a new journey. 75 years after independence, can we be satisfied with the status quo? Where did we go wrong? How did we go wrong? Today our country has several main revenue-generating sectors. One is the plantation economy. Next is the free trade zones, garment industry, tourism and foreign employment. Looking at those after independence, we have been able to create only a few avenues for the country to earn foreign income. Beyond that, why have we not yet been able to create large-scale foreign income-generating sectors? This is something we should think about carefully. Is the long-term development of a country based on popular decisions or the right decisions? Reminiscing the 1950s, Lee Kuan Yew once mentioned the following: "In Singapore, I followed the hard but right path. Sri Lanka's Bandaranaike followed the popular path. There is no future for the country by continuing on this popular path. There is no prosperity for the country by giving concessions while being in debt to others. So let's get out of this situation now. Let's change our thinking patterns. Let's think anew. Let's create innovative approaches to move the country forward." In 1977, the J.R. Jayawardena government took a positive step to change the economic perspective that existed until then. Instead of the failed closed economy, a different path was chosen. Instead of giving concessions, he created an economy that gave opportunities. Concepts like providing free rice were completely disregarded. Instead, new opportunities were created to move forward with one's abilities. The economy opened up. The country woke up. Poverty decreased. The middle class expanded. But the economic base created in 1977 could not be advanced rapidly. Due to external factors such as civil conflict, that journey was hampered. For 75 years after independence, we have been speaking about protecting national resources. They are campaigning for the preservation of national resources and also fighting for it. But have we really protected our real national wealth? Has a future been created for national resources? The real national wealth of our country is the youth. Can we be satisfied with the work we have done so far in order to create educational, social and economic opportunities for the youth? If we have done a proper role to protecting that youth, why are they queuing up to leave the country? Many people think that national resources are physical things, like the Trincomalee oil tanks. Thinking like that, they don't care for them. Even when they're decaying, they just keep them. These young people hope for a better day, hope for a good country, a new approach, a new program that goes beyond traditional political methods such as agitation, struggles and strikes. When Sri Lanka was a low-income country, the basic necessities of life enjoyed by the people were very low. But after being elevated to a middle-income economy, standards of living also naturally rose. This is the normal situation. It's the same even at home. As the household income level rises, the standard of living rises. In preparing the new economic base, we should focus on the lifestyles that the society is familiar with. A new journey must be started so that these lifestyles do not fall to a lower level again. Especially today's youth who deal with the world on a technological basis expect their lifestyles to rise day by day. Therefore, it is necessary to create a way of life that stimulates lifestyles that rise day by day through the new economic base. Means of livelihood that we should be creating is not that suit the current level of per capita income. A way to raise per capita income to match the lifestyles that young people aspire to. In this system, we focus on taking care of poor and vulnerable groups. It is necessary to examine whether all sections of society are receiving equitable benefits through health services and free education that is currently provided, as well as other welfare programs. And these services should be made more efficient. Maximum benefits should be obtained from the resources spent for this purpose. In this new economy, we focus on three main things: an economic-oriented competitive economy, an environmentally friendly green and blue economy, and a digital economy. Creating such a new economic foundation is a challenging task. Such a new economy cannot be created merely by making changes in the tax system. We expect to achieve a social market economy or social security open economy through this. We expect high economic growth of 7 to 8%, and we also look at increasing international trade as a percentage of GDP by more than 100%. Annual growth of $3 billion from new exports from 2023 to 2032 is also expected through this new plan. Foreign direct investments of more than $3 billion in the next 10 years, creating an internationally competitive workforce with high skills in the next 10 years is also something we are looking forward to.